Alright, so I've been thinking of the balance of honesty and goodness, and how you can't be completely good and completely honest at the same time. And then just made a, be the change you want to see in the world video, like that I maybe have to be dishonest to be good a little bit. But because of an experience, I no longer think that's the right thing to do, or not the right thing, but the most beneficial thing to do. I mean, you can do it sometimes if you fucking have to, but if you have to like know that I think you have to be self-aware about the process. If you're going to be dishonest and professional or cordial or whatever, you should know deep down and even on the surface that uh, you're being phony. Like, I think that's really important, that you know when you're being phony. Otherwise, you're just gonna you're just gonna be living in this delusion of, I am a good person, or I'm a, you know angelic person, or whatever. You're just gonna be living in that delusion, and I don't want that. So anyway, I was at um, I was with a friend, and I was speaking to her about this, and she's the type that is very very nice. Just a very, very nice, always chipper, always considerate, always smiling and laughing and making you feel like you are wanted. So I was talking to her about this, and long story short, she showed me a bit of her dark side. She snapped a little bit, very uncharacteristic of her, but I think she did it because she trusts me. She trusts me, and she knows that because of the nature of what we were talking about, I guess she wanted to try it. She wanted to see her dark side a little bit. So she snapped at me a little bit. But we're friendly and stuff, and it's all in the context of the situation. And then after that, when I was talking for the rest of the day, she was very dropped in. It's like an acting term. It just means that you're just like present, and you are sincere and completely honest. And it was very different than usual. She wasn't really doing any kind of polite behaviors out of what I think could be wrong, but what I think is a bit of compulsion. Um, and she was just being honest. And when I saw that, I realized no, no, I realized no, it's not the right thing, or it's not the best thing for me anyway, to put on a show, because it's just so beautiful to see somebody be completely honest. It's just so beautiful to see that sincerity. I mean, sometimes it hurts if they snap at you or something, but that sincerity is worth it, because that leaves room for a deeper intimacy, or a deeper hatred. You know, it leaves room for more. If you really like a person, you're gonna really like them. If you really don't like a person, you're gonna really not like them. But you're gonna see them. You're gonna see them. You're not gonna see a fake something or other. And that's the beautiful thing about it. And so now I think honesty, yes, is still the highest ideal, even over goodness. And honesty is the change that I want to see in the world. This doesn't mean you have. I do believe, though, that it doesn't mean you have to show everything. You don't have to tell everybody off. You don't have to tell everybody what you're mad at them for, or all these things. You can tell people if you want, but you don't have to. I don't think that that's necessarily a part of it. It's if somebody steps on your toes and you feel angered or something, yes, that should be expressed. But If it's just if it's something that's not in the immediate surroundings, you don't have to just be a dick, is what I'm saying. That's really what I'm saying. You don't have to just be a dick to everyone, you know. Or I don't have to. Maybe you do have to, you know. I don't know what you are deep down, and that's for you to discover. You obviously make your own you obviously are your own being, and you will discover what you are truly if you look deep down. Not what you want to be, not what you think is right or wrong or good or bad. Who are you? That's the real question. Who are you? And what are you faking? You can look into why you're doing it too, that helps, but you don't have to. Just look at what are you faking. When you're smiling, when you're laughing, when you're interacting, are you being phony or not? I notice in myself that when I'm not being phony, I don't look very happy. You know, I don't look very happy very often. You know, I have a very serious face and I have a very serious disposition. Another thing that can help with this is just relaxing. If you just relax your shoulders, relax your body. If you're tense, it kind of like messes with your emotions. And like professionalism, and you know, being like a waiter or a you know, customer service person, if you're into that or whatever. If you do that, you end up being like, oh hi, yeah, what's up, you know, and it's just fake. It's really all about relaxing and just saying what comes to your mind. It's really much more simple than it seems, but it can be very scary if you haven't gotten the support. That you don't know how people will react, and maybe you're afraid that they won't support you in this relaxed honesty and relaxed expression of who you are. Maybe you feel like they won't support you, but maybe they will, and it's just this unknown that kind of fucks with you in your mind. You know, will people really like me? And it also can be a problem if you don't really like yourself that much. And that can be gotten over. I used to really dislike myself, and now I have a pretty good relationship with myself as far as my opinion of myself. That grew over time, and learning about who I really am and reasons why I was not fond of myself, and kind of dissecting it, you know. And it does take time. I'll be honest with you, it does take time. But honesty, I think honesty is the answer. And that doesn't mean, you know, if I'm at a job where they require me to be fake, sometimes it's in the job description. Sometimes the job description might as well just say, be phony as fuck. Just be phony. You might as well just say that right in the description. And if that's the case, yeah, okay, I can be phony at the job for the people that I'm talking to, if that's part of the description. You know, if it's not, then okay, I don't have to. But yeah, I don't want to make this too long-winded. But I would just advise, just relax your body. Just say, is this way of speaking the way that I really speak? Is this way of... But you don't... Just relax and just allow things to come out. Even if it's the most fucked up things you can think of, allow it to come out. If you're in private, you know? Just allow it to come out of your mouth. That's what it all is all about. Because when you judge yourself for being kind of shitty, we're all kind of shitty. All human beings are kind of shitty in a lot of ways. We're good in some ways too. But we're really shitty in a lot of ways, and we're taught to hide this. So don't hide it from yourself. Just be shitty by yourself. Let everything that you're feeling, everything that you are, come out of your mouth. Relax. Say it in a relaxed manner. Or maybe you're hyper. Maybe you're a hyper type of person and you want to do it in a hyper manner. Whatever way is you. But there's a difference between it being you and it being what you want to be, or being phony. And sometimes you have to experiment. You have to like try being phony sometimes and just seeing what different things feel like. And I would advise a camera if you have, or a camera would be best. I mean, you could use a mirror, but I would advise a camera. And or if you don't have a camera, you can just pay attention to how you feel, and the feelings will definitely tell you if you're doing it right. If you feel relaxed and confident. All right, not gonna make it too long-winded. May have already done that, but okay. See ya.